He didn't ask to be born into the most scrutinized basketball family on the planet.
Bronny James, he's 7 for 28 in 4 preseason games. This guy is not an NBA player.
He didn't ask for every dribble and miss to be slowed down, zoomed in, and treated like a national investigation.
Well, Bronny certainly isn't a laser this year, shooting just in the sub-30 range, both from the field and the three-point line.
And he sure as hell didn't ask to be drafted by the Lakers, the team his father plays for, in front of a league full of people waiting to say, "I told you so."
This guy is not an NBA player.
So, while the internet was busy turning Bronny into a punchline, something happened in the G League. The kid started actually playing basketball, not surviving, not treading water, playing. And the numbers, they tell a story nobody expected.
Looking at points given up and point score. Oh, take it. Here comes Bronny all the way. That's what they came to see. They came to see Pops do it.
That's where this thing shifted. Over 11 G League games this season, Bronny averaged 21.9 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.3 assists. Read that again. 22 points per game, 5 dimes. That's not rotation filler. That's not charity stats. That's legitimate offensive production at a professional level. January 24th, 2025. Career-high 31 points against the Rip City Remix. He went 10 for 22 from the field, knocked down 5 threes, and carried South Bay to a 122-110 win. A month earlier, December 12th, 30 points on 13 of 23 shooting against Valley. Back-to-back 30-point games in the G League at 20 years old. And suddenly, the conversation wasn't about nepotism anymore. It was about development, about potential, about whether the kid could actually play. But here's where it gets messy. Because those G League numbers, they're real, they matter. But they're also G League numbers. And when Bronny gets called back up to the Lakers, when he's playing actual NBA rotation minutes against actual NBA players, the production disappears. 27 games with the Lakers this season. He's averaging 1.9 points, 0.4 rebounds, and 1.1 assists, shooting 31% from the field, 28% from 3, in 6.7 minutes per game. Those aren't just bad numbers, they're invisible numbers, the kind of numbers that don't show up in box scores unless you're looking for them. So which Bronny is real? The guy dropping 31 in the G League, or the guy going scoreless in 15 minutes against Philadelphia on January 29th, missing all 5 shots and coughing up 3 turnovers? That's the question, and it's not an easy one to answer. Let's go back to October 30th, NBA debut against Cleveland, his dad's old team in his dad's old city with his dad on the floor next to him. The pressure was suffocating, the moment was massive. And Bronny, he scored his first NBA basket, got 2 assists, grabbed a steal. The Lakers lost by 24, but Bronny showed up.
Least right here. James. Bronny's gonna fire it up. There it is! First NBA basket! I told you he'd score.
That was supposed to be the beginning, the moment where he proved he belonged. But then the minutes dried up. He'd play 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there, never enough time to get into rhythm, never enough touches to find his spots, just spot duty, garbage time, the kind of minutes that don't mean anything unless you're trying to prove you're not a liability. And for a while, that's all he was doing, proving he wasn't hurting the team, not helping, just not hurting. Until January 31st, Washington Wizards, 4th quarter, JJ Redick needed minutes, needed bodies, and Bronny played the entire final frame, 12 straight minutes, 5 points on 1 for 6 shooting, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. The Lakers won. Here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. Bronny James might actually be good, just not yet, and maybe not in the NBA. The G League production is real. You don't accidentally average 22 points and 5 assists. You don't accidentally drop 30-point games back-to-back. That takes skill, that takes confidence, that takes feel for the game. But the NBA, that's a different beast. The speed is different, the size is different, the margin for error is non-existent. And Bronny, at 20 years old, 6'2", coming off a cardiac arrest that cost him an entire off-season of development, he's just not ready for that level yet. And that's okay, except it's not okay, because this isn't a normal development timeline. This is LeBron James's son, playing for the Lakers, under a microscope. Every miss is a referendum on nepotism. Every turnover is proof he doesn't belong. Every scoreless game is ammunition for the haters who've been waiting to say, "I told you so," since draft night.
He's got to get to the point where it's okay to fail. And I think he has a real reservation to fail. And I think a lot of that is he's had a camera on him since he was 8 years old. I can't imagine.
Reddick's right, but he's also doing what coaches do, protecting his guy. The real question isn't whether Bronny can play, it's whether he should be playing at this level right now. And that's where the debate gets ugly.
They should name the G League Bronny League because him up, right? I mean, he is really dominating. I mean, have we heard about anybody else's performance in the G League? He is the G League. You know how I know he's playing so well in the G League? When the excuse is, oh, it's just the G League. Oh, now it's just the G League.
Because let's not pretend this is normal. Bronny James was the 55th pick in the draft. The 55th pick. That's the spot where teams take flyers on guys who will never see an NBA floor. International stashes, workout warriors, long-term projects. And yet, here's Bronny logging minutes for a Lakers team trying to make the playoffs. 27 games, 6.5 minutes a night. Not a lot, but more than most second-round picks ever see. Why? Is it merit, or is it politics? If you ask the Lakers, it's development. They're giving him NBA reps, letting him learn, building for the future. If you ask the rest of the league, it's a circus. LeBron wanted to play with his son, so the Lakers made it happen. Simple as that. And honestly, it's probably both. LeBron's been vocal about wanting to share the court with Bronny. The Lakers front office has been vocal about keeping LeBron happy. So when they used the 55th pick on Bronny, it wasn't just a basketball decision, it was a legacy decision, a family decision, a business decision. But here's the uncomfortable truth. That doesn't mean Bronny can't play. You can acknowledge he got opportunities other players wouldn't get and acknowledge he's trying to make the most of them. Both things can be true.
What's your take on Bronny? Do you think that he belongs on the Lakers, or do you think that he just belongs in the G League?
No, I said it from the beginning. You got to put everything in totality, right? You can't just say, okay, Bronny, he averaged 4. What is his attributes? 6'2", 42-inch vertical, strong, fast twitch, can dribble, can shoot the ball, right? So you're 19. At these picks, who is the best option? 24-year-old who's 24, right? I'm comparing you to a 19-year-old.
The defense is where Bronny's supposed to make his money. And on tape, you can see it. He's got quick feet, he's got length, he stays attached to his man, he doesn't bite on pump fakes, he rotates on time. These are small things, but they're the things that keep you on the floor when your offense isn't there yet. Because Bronny's not a finished product. He's not supposed to be. He's a kid who had a cardiac arrest less than 2 years ago, a kid who missed critical development time, a kid who was never supposed to be in this position this fast. But he is, and he's learning, in real time, in front of millions. Here's what we know for sure. In the G League, Bronny James is a legitimate scorer. He can create his own shot, he can facilitate, he can put up numbers. In the NBA, he's a marginal rotation player at best, limited offense, decent defense, not hurting you, but not helping much either.
Playing in the G League, that was the option. LeBron James' son, and then that's the narrative there too for him. Like, I want to be the first NBA player to play with his son. All your feelings go out the window. Who cares if he's ready or not? This is a moment in time. It's here. You have to take it. I want to be the first. So game one, putting him on the court so we can get that moment.
So what does that make him? A project,
a work in progress, a 20-year-old kid figuring it out. And maybe that's the real story here. Not that Bronny's silenced his haters. He hasn't, not yet. The stats don't lie. 1.9 points per game doesn't silence anybody. Going 0 for 5 against Philly doesn't silence anybody.
They're not awful and they're not great. They have a great one in him. LeBron is still great. Austin Reeves has elevated his level of play, but his durability has been an issue because he's been injured. And if you remember, at the height of Luka Doncic's success as a Dallas Maverick, he had Jalen Brunson as a sidekick. Then he had Kyrie Irving. And now he wishes he had Austin Reeves because if they're on the court together, they can make big things happen. In the 80 games that he's been a Los Angeles Laker, 51 of them have been with LeBron James. They're 32-19 when they play together. Obviously, they've won 60% of their game when he's on the court, but that doesn't make you better than OKC, Denver, one would argue Houston, Minnesota, and San Antonio. And so you're basically looking at a Los Angeles Lakers team that's good enough for the play-in, potentially good enough for a first-round playoff berth, but going home thereafter.
But he's also not the punchline people wanted him to be. He's not a total fraud. He's not completely out of his depth. He's just young, really young, and trying to figure out how to be an NBA player while the whole world watches and waits for him to fail. The G League numbers say he can play. The NBA numbers say he's not ready yet. And the truth? It's probably somewhere in between. He's not saving the Lakers. He's not the future. But he's also not a joke. He's just Bronny, trying to be a basketball player, trying to carve out his own path. And maybe, eventually, that'll be enough.